What is up, guys? My name is Senpai Yuki. Oh god. Oh god. I went to the doctor today. Like, when I first started getting sick, I felt horrible, and then it got worse and worse, and I kept taking the medicine. The medicine was not helping at all, and it's still not helping because today I got so bad that I literally just curled up in a ball and slept like half the day. I mean, literally, I stayed in the bed like the whole morning, and then my mom woke me up and said I had to go to the doctor, and I'm like, I did this. I put on my jacket and my toboggan on and my hood and my headphones. I was all bundled up and I was like, oh god, no, no. I had to go to the doctor at 10 till 10 because they changed my appointment time because we were almost late. But yeah, I still feel not as bad, but literally, I was like, my pulse was really low and I thought that I was going to die because of how bad I got. Like, I got to the point where it, if I got any worse, I'd probably be stuck in the hospital. Which, thank God, I'm not stuck in the hospital, because that was the main thing I was fear. The main thing I feared is me being stuck in the hospital, being really sick with an ear infection, sinus infection that is giving me a really bad headache and just a bad cold as well, and a bad cough. I know some of you guys are worried about me. I'm getting better. I literally had to take a breathing treatment at the doctor's office, and it made my lungs sound better. Because when I first came in there, I was messed up. And the main thing I don't like about going to the doctor is the nurse is terrible. She's mean. Like, I was all bundled up because I was freezing cold, and I didn't feel well. And I was wearing my toboggan and my hood up, and my headphones around the outside of my hood. And she's like, "You gotta take your toboggan off. You gotta take your jacket off." And I'm like, ugh. I take my jacket off, take my toboggan off. I'm like, all right, there. And I set them on the table, and I set my headphones on the table on top of my jacket, and then got to put the blood pressure cuff on your arm. Then they got to put the little pulse thing on your finger. I couldn't stand this nurse. This nurse is like, oh, you got to take your jacket off. I sat back down because I felt like before I took my jacket off, I felt so bad. I felt like I was going to pass out. So I sat back down just to get my bearings back and to get balanced. And then nurse is like, yeah, take your jacket off. I'm like, I, I was so mad. I unzipped my jacket real fast and just pulled my jacket off and set it on the table, and then took my headphones off and set them on the table. And I was like, there. And I sat back down and held my arm out for the blood pressure cuff. And she put the blood pressure cuff on. Guys, I cannot stand a blood pressure cuff. That is the worst thing that you could ever do. Like, to me, my main fear about the doctor is needles and a blood pressure cuff. I don't know why, but I've always freaked out when they put that thing on, because they put that thing on so tight, and then it starts squeezing the life out of your arm, and you're just sitting there like, oh my god, get this thing off me. Like, I'll just be sitting there with my arm still with the blood pressure cuff on, and my arm will just start freaking out. Like, my left arm will just start spazzing out, and they're like, the nurse is like, you can't move your arm, you're gonna have to do it again. I'm like, well, it's kind of hard when this thing's squeezing all the blood circulation out of my arms. My arm just freaks out like this. My arm literally does this on the table, and I literally have to move my fingers with my right hand to keep my left arm stable and to keep my left arm and left hand from freaking out. I gotta go back to school because I've been out of school for 2 days. I went to school way back, like after the 2 days I was up sick. I went back and it still felt horrible, and I stayed out yesterday and today because I felt so bad, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't go back to school. I went to the doctor again. This is like the second or third time I've been to the doctor this week. Oh god, it's been so hard on me, and especially like my teacher said, you don't have to worry about nothing, just get better. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about school, just get better and get well. Cuz I felt terrible like yesterday. Like yesterday I had a pounding headache and I was screaming cuz of how bad the headache was. I was like, "Oh my god, someone shoot me." It was that bad, and it's still that bad. Like this morning I had such a bad headache. I turned the volume down on my headphones, on my Bluetooth headphones, just so I could listen to music. And I'm sitting there, and my mom, like, oh god, it was terrible. We're in the middle of traffic, and there's so much noise that I'm just sitting there, like, oh god, my head. Like, we're at a gas station, and there's, like, cars zooming past the gas station on the highway, and I'm like, kill me, please. Oh god, I got so bored, like, waiting on going to the doctor. my mom went in the store, so I started taking pictures of my friend's old phone that he gave me. I put a post up before I left, and that post, I really meant everything I put into it, because I that post took a lot of thinking, even though I'm sick. That still I can think of stuff like that. Can you shut up? I'm trying to record. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I got a cockatiel behind me, guys. Sorry about that in the video, but shut up! Sorry about the cockatiel in the background. But I got two birds in the house. The other one died, sadly. But yeah, hang out. I'm not in the hospital. To all the people that I've been talking to, don't worry. I'm fine. I'm not dead. Even though I thought I was dead when I went to the doctor. I mean, it looked like I was dead. Like, you could just see it in my eyes. I looked like I was dying. That's how bad I got sick. That's how bad the cold got. And I was like, and my doctor, like, I literally put my toboggan on. Like, as soon as we got back into the exam room, like the room where the doctor checks your heart and stuff, I put my toboggan back on and put my hood back on. And my mom's like, take it off. I'm like, no, I'm cold. I'm leaving this on. I'm gonna go to sleep and wait for the doctor to come in here. Well, the doctor comes in and I'm asleep and I can hear him talking to my mom and I'm like, I felt so terrible. Like, I felt so sick that I couldn't even speak. That's how bad I got. I couldn't even speak. That's how sick I got. I was like, ugh. And I'm sitting there just laying there like, oh my god, do something. And I would get up, I sit up, and the doctor checks my breathing and stuff. He's like, you're wheezing really bad, sorry. God, I haven't been able to think clearly or sleep or eat. I've barely eaten anything all day. I mean, on the way home, my mom got me a bag of pork rinds, and I tore up the pork rinds because I was so hungry. That was the only thing I can get to stay down was a bag of pork rinds. I just ate, like, a plate of... I still got it sitting here. It's, like, green beans, potatoes, and crackers, and a little bit of ham mixed up all together. I ate only half of that, and I still feel bad, and I asked my mom, do I have to go to school tomorrow? She's like, yeah. I'm like, look, I'm not 100% better, but I know school matters. I'm in high school, so I'm probably going to get in trouble. And plus, my friends from school are going to be asking me all these questions. Like, my friends are going to be like, where were you at? I'm like, dude, I was out because I can't do it. If I get so sick that I don't do YouTube for a while, there's something wrong. Like, it means that I've gotten so sick that I can't even move. Like, I got to the point where I just wanted to sleep all day and not get up and move at all. And I was just sitting there just crying because I was hurting so bad, and I'm still hurting equally as bad. I'm a little bit better. I got my party music going on my other phone. This is the phone that I took the pictures with. I'll upload the pictures on Google Plus later. I'll have to somehow get them off of this phone onto that phone. But I'll get them on there. Don't worry. But, God. Oh my God. And as soon as I get home, my friend's old phone that he gave me starts blowing up because his friends, like, he forgot he still had Messenger on it. And, like, all of his friends keep calling my phone even though, like, he's got a new phone and new Messenger. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what? I was like, all of his friends are calling this phone even though he don't have this phone. I'm tired of answering people because, like, I answered his girlfriend and she got so mad. And that's why I decided to stop answering calls from people. Oh God, my life is so messed up right now. Oh, and by the way, guys, Donald Trump. To anyone that doesn't live in America, to anyone that lives in Japan, Germany, or anywhere else outside of the United States, Donald Trump has become president today. I woke up this morning. I was supposed to make a video this morning, but I felt so bad and I was in a rush, so I didn't have time. But I forgot. I just remembered. This morning, Donald Trump. I heard that Donald Trump is now president. He doesn't have power over the United States yet, but he is president now. So yeah, America's basically going down the drain and everything's screwed. So I guess I'll see you guys when I'm in Canada. I've been begging my mom, let's move to Canada. I've been begging her like, alright, I'll do this. As soon as my senior year of high school, as soon as I'm done with high school, we gotta move. I don't want to move to Georgia. I'd rather move to Canada because I ain't staying here in the U.S. with Donald Trump's president. Me and my friends already know what's going to happen because of Donald Trump's big mouth. Nuclear war is going to start with the Russians. The war with ISIS is never going to end. I mean, all that. I mean, literally, this war that's going on right now, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going. And Donald Trump is just going to make America worse. To anyone that is from anywhere that I talk to you guys from, like Germany, Japan, Mexico, or anywhere outside the United States, you guys are so lucky. Like, also shout out to my friend Jessica from Germany. You are so lucky you don't have to deal with the things I deal with. Like, now Donald Trump's president. Oh God, I might as well travel to Japan and never come back, or go somewhere and never come back. Uh, I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys, because I'm still feeling pretty bad and I need to go, and I have to go to school tomorrow, even though I feel terrible. But just because of like I don't get it. Like the school, okay, my school is so strict about everything. They're so strict about hand holding. They're so strict about physical contact in general. Like girls and guys being together, they're so strict about it. It's so annoying. I mean, even with our attendance, like if we're out for a certain amount of days, we'll get in trouble. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been out for 2 days and I went to school the day after I was out 2 days, and then I laid back out of school because I got sicker. I know sicker ain't a word, but I don't care. My friend's like, sicker's not a word. I was like, I know sicker's not a word. I'm just saying I got worse. All right, just give me a break. Oh my God, everybody that's gonna see me tomorrow is gonna be like, where have you been? I'll be like, dude, I was out, I was sick. I got so sick I thought I was going to die because my pulse was low. When I went to the doctor, they said it was like really, really low. I can't even remember what number they said, but it was really low and really bad. And then they gave me a breathing treatment. And after I'd done a breathing treatment, they checked my pulse again, and my pulse was back to normal. My pulse was slowly coming back to normal, and I'm like, good. I had to sit there for a bit, and the doctor's like, you can go home. I'm done. He's just typing on the computer, and I'm just like, I can't really move, so I'm going to try to walk. I was so bad. I could not walk without falling over. Like, I almost passed out going to the doctor because of how bad I felt. And I was like, oh God. It took me a minute to get up, and then eventually I could get up. Like, eventually I got up and started moving around, and I could walk again. I felt so bad that I was like, all the way to the doctor. I did not want to run into anyone in public. That was the main thing I was concerned about, because then I'd have to talk to him. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in the car. I just want to go straight home as soon as we're done with the doctor. I wish we did. We stopped and got some chips and drink before we came all the way home. And yeah, I'm back home. Thank God I'm not in the hospital, guys, because this has happened before, like, when I was little, like, when I was younger. I got so sick, and it was just like this, but 10 times worse. I got so sick that the doctor literally put me in the hospital. That's how bad I got. I got that bad. Like, this was years ago when I was a little kid, and I got so sick one day. Just one day out of the blue, I was so sick. I felt just like the way I feel now, but 10 times worse, and I could not move. I couldn't eat. I could do not. The only thing I could do was sleep, and I got stuck in the hospital for like a week or a month, and I missed school a lot when I was little because I was in the hospital because of me being so sick. And then my doctor came to visit me in the hospital one time when I was little. But I've had so many ear surgeries and crap and dental surgery, have crowns put in when I was little. I mean, I've been through it all. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm surprised I'm still alive from how badly sick I am. I still feel clammy and still have a little bit of headache. A little bit of a headache. Oh, God, fuck it. A little bit of a headache. I'm sorry I'm messing up, but I'm so sick I can't even talk. I'm just gonna go. See you guys later. I gotta go. I can't do this anymore. My name is Senpai Yuki Anonymous. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Google Plus if you already have it. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.